Es so gut to be so young and have this fun and be successful. Yeah, I'm so successful. Yeah.
So I place my bet.
What got you shook on this Saturday? I take my L and I hold my place. I split my L and I go away.
What's up, warriors? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm giving you guys a highly requested story. I talked about it for like a couple of seconds on one of my live streams, but I did meet Ariana at the honeymoon tour. Zion and I met Ariana. Y'all been wanting story time, and Ariana has been getting a lot of freaking hate online and it's been pissing me off, so I just wanted to give her a little bit of love, talk about a great experience I had. Before I get into the story, you know what time it is, you already know. Shout out to my notification gang. I love you guys so much, thank you. If you guys want to shout out like that, go ahead and hit that little bell. Make sure you put hashtag notification gang in the comments. I will say though, in my defense, this was before I stand. Like, this was Maya pre-standing Ariana. This was the height of Zion standing her. I think I saved my Snapchat story from that day. If I do still have it, I'll post clips throughout the video. But yeah, if this was me, like 2018 meeting Ariana, it would have, the experience would have been completely different. I definitely would have been more excited, but this was Zion's birthday present.
It's going to be a great event.
Excited.
She really wanted to go to the concert, so my mom was like, you know what, yeah. Got us VIP, so I'm gonna talk about the VIP experience as well. Let's get into it. So the actual concert started at 8, I believe. We got there at 1 o'clock. No games. I always want to be the first person in line. That's just what I do. VIP had to get there at 4 anyway, so I was like, oh, 1 will be good. When we got there were already like 9 people in line. I was like, so we're standing in line, we're talking to some people. Zion and I got our nails done the day before, so we got real cheesy. We got A and G on our thumbs. I had French tips and Zion had, I forget, she had a manicure. But yeah, we were like, you know, living the experience. We finally get into the venue at 4, and we were at the Verizon Center in Washington, D.C., so it's just a huge arena. They had us all lined up in a hallway, and we stood in that hallway for about like an hour and a half.
VIP, you ready, baby? Ready?
I'm gonna wear the cat ears during the concert.
While we're standing in the hallway, a bunch of people passed us, like crew members, costume people. We saw some of her dresses. I was like, oh my God. But then Scooter Braun comes down the hallway. For those of y'all who know who Scooter Braun is, that is Ariana's manager. I believe he also manages Justin Bieber and a couple of other people. Like Scooter, like, yes, one of the best managers in the industry. I was so tempted. I was so tempted to just break out the song. He coming down the hallway and literally all I'm thinking is, sing bitch, sing right now. You won't, sing. He needs to hear you. You need a manager. Sing right now. Stop playing these games. I don't know what would have come of that if I actually did it, but I was like, I don't think that's appropriate. Let me just calm down. I just waved. I was just like, hey, you know, hey. He was really nice. He waved, he said hi to everybody, and then he disappeared into some random hallway. We stand there for about like 10, 15 more minutes, and then they walk us in to the arena. With the VIP package came like a pre-show type thing where we got to meet her dancers and like her band. So we get down to the bottom where like our seats are, where our actual seats are gonna be, which was right in front of the stage. We were right in front of the stage. It was insane.
Seats are crazy, man. We right up on the jump.
Her twin dancer, Scott, and I forget the other one's name. Both of them, they come up, they grab the mic, and they're like, hey guys, what's going on? He says we're gonna play an Ariana trivia game. And Zion was like, I got this. Maya, no, I got this. I was like, all right, you go ahead, you do it. They start picking volunteers. Scott ends up picking Zion. She goes up and answers like 2 questions right, I think, and she messed up on what was Ariana's favorite snack as Kat on Victorious. It was Bibble. Okay. Long story short, Zion lost the game. It was still really fun. They had us sing a couple of Ariana songs together, see who knew the most lyrics, stuff like that. So after that, it was time to go backstage and meet Ariana. So we walk into the basketball court and there's like these 4 curtains and they're all in a box. It's an enclosed space. And I guess that's where Ariana is. That's where we're gonna be taking our pictures and stuff. So they had us lined up along the wall of the basketball court going all the way up to this gated area. While we're in line, at the end of the line, I see this guy and I'm like, who is he? Where have I seen him before? He looks really familiar. I was perplexed. I was really trying to figure, he was covered in, first of all, he was fine. He was covered in tattoos. He had on a nice little hat. I was like, who is this? Who is he? Found out it was David Correy from X Factor. I was like, that's where I know him from. I auditioned for X Factor. Didn't make it, obviously. But yeah, I was real pressed and I wanted to take a picture with him. But the security guard would not let me get out of line. Even though I said my sister's right here, I just want to take a picture with him, I'll be right back. He was like, no, you can't do that. I was like, all right. So I promptly called him over. I was like, excuse me, hey. He came over, he was all smiling and happy and stuff, and fine, just real fine. Came up and took a picture with me. I was grinning from ear to ear. It was ridiculous. Then he gave me like his most recent EP. He was like, this just for you. She can't hear that. I was like, all right then. All right. I was living. What's really sad is I was a little bit more giddy and excited to see him than I was Ariana. Again, this was pre-Stan. I was still very excited to see her, but that man is fine. And I was just like, yes, he touched my shoulder, everything. Hallelujah. He was so nice and it was just a great experience. Okay, we finally get to the enclosed space. They make us put our phones down. We couldn't take anything in there. Our phones, not even like our little VIP lanyards. They made us take everything off, our purses and stuff, and put it in like this little basket until we were done. So we walk in. Mama has on her 6-inch little boots, her little thigh-high boots. She has on her little cat ears. She was wearing a cute little schoolgirl skirt and a little gray sweater, and it was hanging off her shoulder because you know she can't ever wear a coat properly. We love a queen with cold shoulders. Zion walks in first, immediately just goes to her and hugs her. I was like, all right, well, excuse me. She gave Ariana a hug, and then I came around and I gave Ariana a hug, and I literally had to bend down. I'm 5, I was like 5'7", 5'8". I'm 5'9" now. So I was just towering over her. I had to bend down, hug her. She was so small. I felt like I was gonna break her. It was scary. I was like, I'm the older sister. She was like, nice to meet you, older sister. I can't. We take a picture and then we're like, thank you, nice to meet you. And she was like, I like your nose ring. I was like, thank you, girl. She was like, did it hurt? I really want to get one, but I can't. I was like, it did not hurt at all. Like, girl, get it. It flips up and everything. Do what you want to do. And she was like, okay. And then we just left. Real quick, real simple. So after we meet her, we grab our stuff and then they give us directions to the VIP lounge. So the VIP lounge is where they had drinks and food and snacks and stuff, exclusive merch. Basically, that's where we chilled until it was time for us to go down to the show. They had this really cool like photo booth with like an iPad and lights and stuff. Zion and I took a picture. I might make the picture the thumbnail. Either way, here it is. It's right here. This is the picture we took. And yeah, we went down to the show and had a great, oh my God, it was such a good concert. It was such a good concert. I'm so mad I was more hyped during the concert than I was when I actually met her. It made me so mad looking back. Why? Why didn't I tell her I loved her more? I don't understand. I might never get a chance again. Okay, meltdown over. Everybody in the VIP section got a bag with like different stuff in it, and we got cat ears that lit up, so we wore those the entire concert.
ARIANA GRANDE concert.
It was a great experience. I'm so glad I got to do it with my little sister, and that bitch puts on a show, okay? I'm so jealous of the people that went to the Dangerous Woman tour because that album was sickening. I'm gonna go see Sweetener. This is my favorite album of hers to date. She really stepped out of her box and just gave us something completely different than she ever has before, and I need to see it live. I need to see it live, even though I've watched every clip I could find of the Sweetener sessions on YouTube. I'm still gonna try my best to go to that concert. I wanna be VIP and I wanna hug her neck and be like, bitch, listen to me, listen to me. Do you know how sickening you are? I'm not gonna waste this experience. The Sweetener experience, Sweetener season, bitch. Whenever she decides to go back on tour, I'm going. I hope you guys enjoyed my story. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button if you didn't already. Turn that little bell on because YouTube be on games. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!